Let's welcome, first of all, our 2014 mini stock champion in the Finish Line Auto Wholesalers Honda. Please give a big round of applause for Mike Stebbins. Michael, you've come close a whole bunch of years and fought hard against some very nice ladies drivers, and this was finally your year.
Wow, the ladies can really race, can't they? Nobody wants to lose to the ladies, but I really respect them, and they did a really good job. I was really worried about Julia coming maybe and winning it, making it a three-peat, let's say, for the championship. But I was lucky, and we ran good this year, and here we are.
And here you are now. Next year, same division, new plans, old plans?
Well, I don't want to say too much, but I really would love to move up to a Sportsman Modified, and but finances and is going to play a lot in that.
All right, we'll see. It's either going to be the 66 or it's going to be the 66, right?
Yeah, we'll try to keep the number.
Mike Stebbins, our mini stock champion for 2014. It's pretty rare that guys come onto the scene and within a season they drive like they've been seasoned, but our 2014 super stock champion in the New Salem Auto Sales Monte Carlo is Tom Carey III. Tommy, you were a freshman last year. This is your sophomore season. A Rosner race car can get around short tracks pretty well, and you've done it well with this one.
Yeah, man, you know what, fast cars for 50 years. No, it's been a heck of a 2 years for me, man. Gathering 10 wins. It just went way better than I ever would have expected, and just really glad to call this place my home track.
Now, you're not the first member of the family to get behind a race car, so how many other generations of advice have you been getting?
My grandfather used to play around in Enduros back in the day. My dad obviously has driven my entire life and then some. He never got a championship here, though, believe it or not. He won a lot of races, but never actually got a championship. So I'm the first carrier with the championship here, and I'm pretty honored to say that. But yeah, I'd like to say that I haven't been driving for 2 years because I've just been waiting in the shadows watching my old man for so long, and you couldn't have had a better teacher,
Next year?
Next year, you never know. It's still up in the air. I'd like to move up to a touring series. I'd like to travel around and then hopefully still have a car legal to come back here and play when we have an off weekend.
We'll be looking for Tom Carey, our 2014 Superstock champion. Marshall Usher has become the next champion in the Thunderstocks. Would you please welcome our 2014 Thunderstock champion from Munson, Mass., Marshall Usher. Marshall, it looked like it was a wrap. Then you got a challenger that came down and really gave a great challenge, and it looked like it was really going to come down to the last race. You came out on top. How's that feel?
It feels awesome. He was gaining on me, then he got in a wreck the last race, and we were like 22 points ahead, so we got it.
And that feels pretty good. How do you like the division? It's kind of shaped up as the year's gone on.
It's a good division, good star division, very inexpensive to run. You're still on stock tires, so you don't have to have a huge tire bill every year, so it's good. It's a good division.
Next year?
Hopefully I'll be here again, maybe not a full season, but we'll see what happens. I'd like to try a super stock. So.
I'd like to try a super stock. Yeah, they all would. Yeah. Meanwhile, you got a trophy on the shelf that doesn't say race winner, it says champion.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, we ran a full season last year. We came in third, so I knew I could be pretty close, and we were able to do it, so awesome.
Awesome indeed, our 2014 Thunderstock champion, Marshall Usher. Kyle Boniface in the 27 from the Lightning Stock division. Here's our 2014 Lightning Stock champ. Kyle, this has been a bittersweet year, but man, every time I turn around, you're in another race car now at the end of the year. This season has to be pretty gratifying for you.
Yeah, I mean, I got to kind of dedicate the championship here to my dad. We lost him at the beginning of the year. He passed away due to cancer and stuff, and it kind of gave me a little extra drive to come out and do something this year. We were only planning on running a couple shows here and there and doing a bunch of different things, and come out and ran good, and things kind of seemed to fall into place from there. And we seem to have a lot of luck on our side this year. So, I mean, all in all, I can't complain. I just got to thank the sponsors that made it all possible. Gary Jackson's Heating Service and Demco Auto Body and
Whoever else is back there.
Integral Construction too.
We'll get to do this again before the race. No, you won't, because you're in a different car this time out.
Yeah, I ain't driving this tonight. TJ Blow's gonna wheel it tonight and see how his luck fails out with it, and hopefully he has a lot of fun with it, to say the least.
Next year?
Next year, I don't know. Things are not 100% set in stone. We kind of take the winter and figure out exactly what we're going to do, and we'll be back in something.
We'll be back in something. Our 2014 Lightning Stock champion, Kyle Boniface. All right. This time, you don't have to stand at the back of the car. Our 2014 modified and the one we usually call our track champion, Todd Patnode. Todd, you started the year off. You were going to sit in the stands.
Yeah, at the end of last year, we had decided we were going to take the year off, and then the opportunity come up to drive Dan's car. I mean, the Stebbins race team is just an awesome bunch. This car is prepared 110% every single week. I got to give all the credit to them guys. I get the easy part of this whole deal. I got to thank the sponsors, Allstate Asphalt, West County Equipment Rental. They do a lot week in, week out.
Now, you're no stranger to championships. You've had a modified championship, and I probably lost count, at least 1 or 2 Pro Stock championships. What does it take to always have a team and a car that stays on top?
You just got to stay really consistent and have a team that stands behind you and does all the homework on the car every week, which these guys definitely do.
Next year?
Catch me mid-April.
Catch you mid-April. You and I have had that conversation about what may happen, but we'll see what the cards show when they lay them down, right?
Absolutely, and it's always a pleasure to race here at Monadnock Speedway.
Todd Patnode, your 2014 Monadnock Speedway champion. Big hand for all our champions. They represent us well here at the track and at the other tracks they set. They'll be back out here for their feature events just in a little bit. Matt Kimball, Solomon Bro, Bo Smith and Michael McGoldrick, Haley Guy and Daniel Starkweather and Cole Littlewood in his brother's car. Here they come. Ready for the green from Mike Griggs, and we're off. Final racing of the season is under the green here at Monadnock with Matt Kimball jumping out in front, Solomon Bro running up behind him. On the outside, McGoldrick moving into third. Coming up through the field is Cole Littlewood in the 37. It's Kimball, Bro, McGoldrick, Smith and Littlewood, Guy and Starkweather. Cole Littlewood trying to set Bo Smith up for a pass down the chute, and he does. They'll be working some of that speedy dry off the inside of turns 1 and 2 before the bigger cars get on there. Someone had a little motor problem earlier on in practice right there where the leaders go across the corner. Halfway coming up now. It looks like Solomon Bro is getting a little closer to the back of the Kimball car. McGoldrick trying to chew up some asphalt here to catch up to them as well. Look at them come. Look down to a half a car length, but Bro slides up a little bit, doesn't stay tight to the bottom. Kimball swings wide for a good approach into 1. And Bro is right there as they come down the backstretch on lap 6. Solomon Bro with 2 laps to go, looking to challenge Matt Kimball as they come to the stripe. Door alongside the front bumper. Bro down to the bottom, fighting the wheel off the bottom of the racetrack and into the lead on the backstretch. Solomon Bro powers his machine past Matt Kimball with a lap to go, takes the lead in this first Young Guns qualifier. Mike McGoldrick closing the gap a little bit, but it's a little late for that. Starkweather and Guy as the leaders come down to complete the first qualifier. The win to Solomon Bro, Matt Kimball, Mike McGoldrick, Cole Littlewood, and Bo Smith. plenty of them in the young guns, mini stocks, lightning stocks, thunder stocks, super stocks, and sportsman mods who would like to get their one win under their belt this year. Could be one of these youngsters right now. 8 laps, here they come. Colton Smith and Michelle Lay. Michelle turns it up a little bit. Colton gets down to the inside and has the edge in turn 1. Off the corner, it's Smith on top with Michelle. Wheeler. Here comes Morse. Michelle, gets a little piece of the bumper, has to back out, saves it. Smith holds the lead for the first lap. That sets them all back. They'll have to regain their momentum and come back after them. Dylan Morse driving hard in the Honda to close in on Michelle. Squeezes up high and sees the 09 on the outside. Can't make any moves. Wheeler running strong to get into 3rd. Springer moves up to 5th. Wheeler gets in a little too deep. Opens the door. Something just came off. Looks like a rag. Nothing more serious than that. It's still Colton Smith, Michelle Lay, and Dylan Morse. Corey Wheeler and Alicia Springer. Halfway coming up, Morse driving it hard on the outside. He's going to push that car for all it can. He's got a brake, and it gets him to the outside of Michelle Lay. Not afraid to keep his foot on the pedal all the way through the corners. Looks to the inside now on Smith. Goes high to the outside. Gets way up in the sliding lane, or should I say the drifting lane, and still he's found a groove that works for him. Troubles on the 98 for Colby Wheeler. Lambert, rather. Colby Lambert. And it's still Morse and Smith. Morse way up in the marbles this time. Flies down off the corner. Smith has the lead at the stripe. Battling off turn 2. It's Dylan Morse on the outside. Colton Smith on the inside. Colton gets the drop. Drops low in turn 1, 2, 3, and 4. And at the line, it is Morse. Pushed it across the line right at the stripe. Looks like he picked off the win, but he's got one more to go. Morse found the groove, and it's a high one, hard one to use up here, and he will take down the victory. Smith 2nd, Lay 3rd, Springer 4th. Wheeler drives over the rag and winds up 5th. Dylan Morse. Now, hour and a half from now or so, when they come back out for the feature, will that groove still be there, or will it be all full of... Last 2 guys may be hanging back to get a little momentum. Here they come, waiting for the green, coming off turn 4, on their way. Quickly to the outside. It's Kevin Merrifield. Rolling up behind him, Sam Gilman. Merrifield and Gilman run to the front real fast. Up the inside in the 27, Giacomosi. Coming up the inside in the 18, Schofield moves his way into 4th place. And in the 24, Pelican sliding up into 5th. Working lap 3. Down low. Gilman tries to go low, can't make it stick. Comes back at him in turn 2. Merrifield and Gilman on the top of the field. Halfway coming up, Gilman drives hard into 3 and 4. Merrifield pulls him off and down the front chute. Gilman looks inside again, slams it down to the bottom. Can't keep that back end still. Gilman, this time, he's got the inside in turn 4, and he'll take the lead off the corner. Moving into 3rd, the 18 of Schofield. Giacomosi drops back to 4th. Pelican stays in 5th. Sitting back in the 6th spot is Foltz. 2 to go. Schofield's not done. He slides underneath the 33, grabs second spot. White flag coming up. This one is not in the books yet. Gilman rides wide. Schofield stays low. Schofield to the bottom of the racetrack. Schofield bobbles in turn 2. Gilman comes back into 4 as they roll toward the start-finish line. It'll be Schofield for the win. Gilman slides to second. Merrifield third. Giacomosi fourth, and fifth hanging in there was Peliquin. End of round 1. Second group coming up. First time out for Jared Edson in a New England Classic Light, and the third time out in the 17 for Tyson Payne. Let's see how they do. Here they come. Everybody stays together. Dead even going into the corner. Coming off and top, it's Gennaro, Gilman. They stack them up in 4. Joe Gennaro and Ed Gilman. The 04 of C.J. McLaughlin goes third. The 73 of McMahon running fourth. Hang on to the 85, almost lost it. That's Tom Harton. Jared Edson is up to 6th. The 99 for Lambert is 7th. And Payne sits at the back of the field. Gennaro, Gilman, McLaughlin, McMahon. Gilman sitting right on Gennaro's bumper. Look for the dive inside. Oh, that close. No contact at the line. Gilman has the lead. Gennaro goes second, but he's losing ground to McLaughlin. 2 laps left. Gilman, McLaughlin, Gennaro, McMahon, and Hart. Jared Edson getting the feel for him. White flag coming up. This will string it out. Someone's going to have to make a monster move to move up. It could be the 85 of Hart. Checkered flag. It'll be Ed Gilman, C.J. McLaughlin, Joe Gennaro. Blasting down in the 73 or out of sight, Jay McMahon, and finishing 5th in the 85, Tom Hart. Here they come. Silvernail and Paquette. Paquette's had a couple of podium finishes this year. The 10 looks like somebody knows what they're doing behind the wheel of a car. That could well be Mike Stebbins, as a matter of fact. Okay, Mike Stebbins in the 10. He knows how to drive it. He built it. Stebbins in the 10. We got Mike somebody else in the 72. Mike Stebbins, Tim Paquette, Eric Silvernail, Ryan Courier, and Cole Littlewood. TJ Blow, Julia Raymond, and Matt Somerville, and the 72 with the mystery driver. Halfway, quick one on this group. Paquette, TJ moves it up to 3rd. Courier 4th. Littlewood 5th. Silvernail 6th. Then Raymond, Somerville on the 72. Stebbins out in front. 2 to go. Stebbins, Paquette, Blow, Courier, and Littlewood. Littlewood trying to move Courier over. He needs a little daylight there. 1 lap left. Courier drops down. Littlewood bumping the bumper, tapping. He's learned already how to get around. Courier comes back at him on the inside. Littlewood stays down. That's the battle for 4th place. Checkered flag for Mike Stebbins. Tim Paquette for 2nd. TJ Blow for 3rd. And it's Littlewood for 4th, Courier for 5th. He'll move up and try to give the obligatory bumper thump to say I didn't like getting moved out of the way, but you're a visitor, don't do that. Silvernail slides in between them. Phil Lozier, Dan Fresh, Derek Roby, Norm Wren III, and Dave Ricciardi. 8-lap qualifier, Pro 4 modifieds. To the inside, Robin Bergman not quite able to make the pass. Derek Roby, something's gone bad on that car. Smoke as soon as he hit turn 3. He drops it right down inside. Something went wrong under the hood. Andy Major, Randy Cabral, Robin Bergman, and Phil Lozier. Norman Wren. Here comes Dave Ricciardi. Problems on Dan Fresh's 32. Sounds terrible. He's staying out there. Trying to get it right. Skipping really bad. Caution on the racetrack for the 32. Caution for the Fresh machine. That's just a little too slow. The winner was Dave Bergman, which is Robin's husband. In fact, Dave's had 2 wins in Pro 4s, 2 times in a row, so it's Robin's turn to go for it. Here they come. Restart, lap 5. Nice break for both Wren and Ricciardi. Up front, Andy Major on top with Randy Cabral, Robin Bergman, Phil Lozier, Dave Ricciardi coming on. 2 laps left in this one. Dave Ricciardi trying to take her to the high side, go around Lozier, but can't make it. White flag coming up. Andy Major and Randy Cabral showing away. Field settles down. Ricciardi in trouble as they come to the line. Major, Cabral, Bergman, Lozier, and Wren. Dave Ricciardi, who knows his track well, just couldn't get it to stick in turn 2, and around it came. Kyle Boniface actually does it. 97 moves up to the outside pole. So it'll be Kyle Boniface, Casey Willett, Jason Barden, Henry Serignano, and the 51 for Dave Wheeler. Pro 4 lights. Boniface showing away. Casey Willett running 2nd. Jason Barden. Tom Royer, the point leader for this division. Casey is currently 3rd. Boniface and Barden are in the top 10. Kyle Boniface wheels it hard off the corner, fights the wheel and keeps it straight. Halfway coming up. Kyle Boniface, Casey Willett, Jason Barton, Henry Sirignano, and Dave Wheeler. These are technically the slower of the two Pro 4 divisions. Wheeler, a newcomer to the division, in danger of being run over as they wheel off the corner. Boniface lets them get by him. Wheeler pulls down. They come for the white flag. It's Boniface, Willett, Barton, Sirignano, Wheeler. Checkered flag. Kyle Boniface gets the win. Casey Willett second. Jason Barton third. Fourth goes to Sirignano, then Wheeler.